Now would you look at that? Sun came out. It's been cloudy all day. Anyways, what's going on, guys? Robert here, Bella's Lawn, Bella's Junk Removal. I'm already done for the day. So I'm gonna run through the footage while I'm doing this. So first things first, before we get anything going, let's go ahead and start this video off with the first property we went to. Run it. There it is. So moving forward, man, I said on this video I was gonna talk about the little issues I had with both of my trailers. So before I get into that, and before I get into the next little clip of another lawn we did today, I wanted to speak on this. I want to say it's 0.95 red line that my guy Ty, a native Texan, he gave me a good piece of it to try out, and I've been comparing it to my black magic, I believe, by Echo, and hands down, man, this thing is nice. I love it, man. He said the spool, I think, at Site 1 was like $30, so I'll probably stop spending so much money on this and switch over to this, because the price for this and the quality cut, and I love how it sounds, man. It has a nice whisper to it when it's spinning, man. I love it. So I'll be getting me a spool of that, man. Y'all check it out, man. It's Site 1. I think it's 0.95. I think he said it was $30-something for the spool. It's not bad at all, man. I think the Black Magic spool is like 50-something, close to $60. It's up there. So highly recommend. Ty, if you're watching this, I appreciate it, boss. You really laced me, man. So I'll be getting me a spool of this one sometime this week. So on to the next video, and then I'll be back to talk about trailer issues and whatnot. So let's go. Small things like that. Do y'all do them or avoid them or try to upcharge? I didn't get it all the way knocked down, but just enough so it doesn't look bad. Let's get going. All right, man, this property that I just showed y'all is Facebook and Instagram knows it, man. And they're probably tired of me sharing it because I take a picture of it every time I come out because it's hard not to. It's probably my favorite property to mow, and I love the way the 30 cuts on it, and it gets the job done fast. But I just prior to this lawn, before we picked up this lawn, my favorite type of grass was St. Augustine. I love cutting high. Something about the way St. Augustine stripes when it's cut right. And I love it. But when we picked up this lawn, after the first few times of servicing it, I fell in love with Bermuda. I want it on my lawn now. That's how much I like it. I want to switch my St. Augustine lawn to Bermuda. So we will be doing that probably, or at least some of it. But yeah, man, Bermuda, I love it. I cut it low, and it looks awesome, man. And it's very, very tough grass as well, man. So I like it. Anyways, we're gonna get started with this trailer right here, and I'm gonna speak about the issue that we had. I don't know if y'all can see where it was welded. Right there and right there. So what happened was the L bracket right here, this pin, after I purchased the trailer, this piece broke off, so the pin got lost. So the whole time I've been running this trailer, it's only been holding on to this side. One pin only. And if you hear, let me show y'all. If you look at these trailers, man, I'm pretty sure all the trailers are the same. They had these washers right here, so these also fell off at some point. So during driving and whatnot, it was allowing the gate to rock back and forth a lot. So over time, what happened? See, look, there goes a washer trying to come off. So let me fix that real quick. So over time, what happened was this L bracket, because this is real thin, so this L bracket started breaking off, started coming off. Eventually it was holding on by a very thin thread, and it was just gonna break off completely. So I tried to go somewhere to have it welded on, and I took it to a buddy of mine, and I was hoping to just get this piece welded back on, but things went wrong. Like I said, it's real thin right here, so I don't know too much about welding, but it didn't get done. It ended up getting worse. So my buddy happened to have an extra piece of the frame right here, so he cut a piece off. He cut the original piece off and put this one on and tried to weld it back together. So at that point, I would have just had to have gone to go get another L bracket and put it back on. But this didn't go well either. So no problem. He's a buddy of mine. Hey man, it happens. You know, you tried. It is what it is. So the very next day, I went to Big Tex, because I'm very impatient when it comes to these things. In general in life, I'm very patient, but when it comes to anything work related and something that I use every day, I gotta get it done fast. You know, I hate waiting. So took it to Big Tex. They charged me an arm and a leg, not gonna lie, but they did a great job. What they ended up doing was, I think it's called TIG welding. They TIG welded this back on. They put a new L bracket back on, got that welded on, painted it, got it painted down again to match, and they put the washers in on both sides, and they put pins back on both sides as well, new ones with the little holder things. So that got me back going. It looks good. Unless you really get close up to it, you really can't tell. So if I'm ever to resell or sell this trailer, that shouldn't be an issue. So moving forward, excuse the mess. I should have, matter of fact, let me clean some of this up and I'll be back. All right, here we go, man. So what happened with this one was, I let somebody, I don't know who, because a couple people have unplugged it. Somebody unplugged this. I think it was my nephew, to be honest. But you know, when you plug these into the truck, they have like a little a latch that holds them in place. And I don't really think he knew that, so he was pulling it, pulling, and it was yanking this off the casing. So eventually the screw that holds the original one of these, let me see if I have one. Shout out to Super Clean, by the way. They hooked me up with some products and some merchandise. I don't know if I shared that with y'all already, but they did give me a shirt and a hat and some products. So there's that, and there's some more somewhere else. I don't know where. But anyways, this is the piece right here. So the screw right here, no, I'm lying. Right here, no, yeah, it was this screw. The screw that goes in here that holds this in place, this piece right here, broke off. So eventually they just started coming apart. Over time it just started getting worse. So I said, what the hell, man, how hard can it be to go get a new one of these, an original one, because I got it at Big Tex. I think this is it, to be honest. $12.99. I don't know if y'all can see, but if you look at it, it has the colorways, which you would think is the proper connections. Totally wrong. Not the right connections at all. Not the colorway, not the way they go. So when you take this apart, for those that don't know, for those of you that do, bear with me, but when you take this apart, there's 6 cables running through here, and they're all colored. They're all color coordinated. When I lined them up to match those colors, it did not work. I ended up blowing a fuse when I hooked it back up, and it became a headache. Went to the Big Tex website, downloaded a manual, and clearly on the manual it states do not follow the colorway. So took everything back off. I had a buddy here, we tried to manage it, put it together, and I couldn't get it. So it got frustrating. I was this close to going to Big Tex, dropping it off, telling them, hey, fix it. But after a long day, I stopped at AutoZone. I picked up a whole nother one of those, and then I picked up this one. And if you can see, I picked this one up because it shows you when there's an error. If the red light doesn't light up, it has 6 different connections. If one doesn't light up, then you know where you have an issue. So I brought this one just to try it out and see if I can figure out what the problem was. So when I tried to run the original one, failed. Again, I wasn't plugging something in right. I don't know what it was. I'm not the most savvy person when it comes to these issues. So this close to giving up, I said, what the hell? Let me try this one out. This one was a lifesaver, man. I got this at AutoZone. When you open this one up, it has 6 cables already plugged in, color coordinated to match the lights. So all I had to do was match the cables from this end to this end, put it back together, plugged it in. What do you know? Magic. Magic. Worked. I'm thinking about putting one of those on this trailer as well, just because I love the lights. I'm a big light guy. The reason I had to get this done fast was because the amount of weight that they're putting on this trailer is heavy, and when you have that much weight on, you don't want to depend on your truck brakes. And being that those connectors, the connections were not hooked up right, the trailer brakes were not working, the lights were not working, the lights were staying on consistent. So I know it was something about grounding is what I was told, but the lights were staying on. And so I had to get that fixed. Both of those issues happened the same week on this trailer and that trailer, which, by the way, this has nothing to do with the manufacturers. This was, you know, personal issues. If I would have not been lazy, because laziness will kill you. If I would have chose not to be lazy and I would have put another pin on that side the minute that one disappeared, problem solved. Operator error, I believe. So my mistake on both. With that being said, man, like, subscribe, hit the share button, hit the notification button. If you got a platform to share these videos, man, share the videos. We're up to 44 subscribers. I think we were at 43, so we got a new one. Thank you, whoever you are. Again, comment, man, if you're watching this and you have an opinion or you want to share something, or you got something you want me to talk about, or, you know, a question you want me to answer, just, you know, let me know. Share it in the comments, and I'm trying to interact more with people, so that's how that goes. Honestly, man, I know some of the people following me, it's for junk removal, and like I said, we haven't been doing any junk removal. We've been completely shut down on that end, so hopefully that comes back soon, because I'm ready to get some junk removal jobs going. Like, subscribe, hit the share button, hit the notification button. Stay tuned, stay posted. Thank you for following, and look out for tomorrow's video, because I'm gonna have some more mowing footage for y'all. It's going down.